All right, Gia.
We are live now.
We are live now. A very good morning to everyone who's watching us today, and welcome to Goal Getters with Rajat Soni. We're running a little late today. We're about 15 minutes late today, but I'm so glad that all of you are here and so patiently watching us today. Today is a very special day. Today is the International Yoga Day that reminds us that.
Mm-hmm.
We need to focus on our body and our mind, not necessarily only through yoga. There are so many other ways to do it. And today is also the Father's Day, right, Gia?
Yes, it's Father's
Yes,
Day.
it's Father's Day. And it reminds us that there is that one person in life who does so much for us, and if we can spend some time with him every day, and if as a father we can spend some time with our children every day, which is quality time, which makes them feel special, which makes them feel appreciated.
Yes.
And today I have with me on Goal Getters a 10-year-old speaker, super enthusiastic learner, avid reader, piano player, singer, dancer, and the list goes on and on. So welcome, Jiya Agrawal.
Hello everyone.
Hey Jiya, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Hey. I am doing awesome and I'm super excited for this conversation today.
Hey.
So for everyone watching us, I'm Rajat Soni. I'm a teen life and parenting coach. I actively coach teenagers and preteens to be awesome, more awesome versions of themselves. And you would see a lot of my students who are teen entrepreneurs, who are speakers, and who think and act like a leader in day-to-day life whenever they're dealing with daily life situations. And I do that through a strategic signature success toolbox that I have, which takes care of everything that your teenager needs. So, yeah, Gia. So, Gia, every child, I always say that every child I meet or I coach, it's like a divine appointment because there is so much to learn from your age group. There is so much inner wisdom that you have. And it's so amazing, amazing. The out of box thinking, the way you take risks and explore things, it's so amazing to meet you and talk to children like you. So, Gia, now every child has a success story. To us adults, they may appear as small things and like, how can my child have a success story? But actually, they all do. And that success story could be anything from an external reward like a Kumon, getting a first prize in Kumon, or things like that. So, Gia, what is your success story? Share a bit about it, and what is it that specifically happened that you're really, really proud of?
Okay, so my success story is about how I started making these videos, because of which I got all these opportunities. So,
Yeah, so these are videos you're talking about the business communication videos that you published.
mhm.
Wow. So as a 10-year-old, how did the business communication videos happen for you?
Now, for it happened because of my love for reading anything.
Okay, wow.
I read anything that comes in front of me. I read when I eat. The same time I read. If my mother and father take my books and stuff away from me, I find some packet on the table and start reading that. I will
Okay.
read anything that comes in front of me, but they just have to read. So that is
Wow.
so. I read any book that comes in front of me. So once we were cleaning out all the different books that were stored inside, and I came across an old book, Effective Business Communication.
Okay.
Uh, that book, uh, I thought I should read this. It looks interesting. So I picked it up, and it was a small book. So I picked it up and I started reading. I like it was so good I started reading it every day, some. And by the end of the first part, I just loved that book. And then I thought it would interest my mother in her work. It would help her. So
Okay.
then I went to her and I started telling her about all kinds of stuff in that book. So my mother is like that. You speak so nicely. Why don't you start making videos so you can share your knowledge with everyone? So then I decided to start making these videos. Um, that The first one was actually really great for that time.
So what did you do to make that first video?
Now actually, what did I do? First, I had to read what is in it. I had to understand, and then after that, I had to convert it into my own words and then speak about it. It was
Wow.
not like I had a script or something to speak.
Yeah. And though you have not personally experienced business communication yourself, but I believe it really helped you in enhancing your speaking skills.
Yes, it did.
It's
It helped
true.
me a lot.
Okay. Now I have a question for you. It's a tricky one. Let's see how you get it. It's what did you not do to make that first video?
What did I not do?
Yeah.
So let's see. What did I not do? I did not read from the book and copy paste the words.
Ah, so you were very original in your
Original.
way of doing it.
I was original.
Beautiful, beautiful. And Chia, I'm very curious to know. So when your first video came out, what was that feeling like? What were you feeling?
I was feeling excited. Wow, I made my first video and I'm going to publish it on Facebook. And yay!
How were you? So what were you doing when you just saw it? Were you like jumping with joy, or what was it like? Just show it all to all of us.
I was kind of jumping. Yeah.
Wow, amazing, amazing, amazing. Wow. Mm, okay, what's the difference that made that difference? Another tricky one for you.
Oh my, what's the difference that made the difference? Now, as you said, I haven't experienced it in real life. So, and it was hard for me to share that same knowledge because I haven't experienced it in person. But actually, because I was able to understand it so well, it was like I have experienced it.
Wow,
Yeah, and it helped me.
beautiful. So you took it all within yourself, and then you were so convinced by it because when you speak in your videos, you speak with a lot of conviction, and that's so beautiful, amazing. Now to tell everyone, every child has a success story. So just like I was asking Gia uh, about what did she do to achieve it, what did she not do to achieve it, as parents we can always ask our children about their success stories, which might appear small to us as parents, but they are really big for our children. It really helps them explore their amazing qualities. All right, now while I was coaching Gia last time, she was we were talking about the pizza life and the various goals she was setting for herself. And Gia's, I was asking her, so where you are and where you want to be. So she was telling me all her areas of life. And as soon as I said where you are and where you want to be, Gia took out a book from her bookshelf, which was that book. Gia, do you want to tell everyone rather than me telling everyone?
Yes, it is How to Go From Where You Are to Where You Want to Be, the 25 Principles of Success by Jack Canfield.
Uh, by Jack Canfield. Jack Canfield, who's America's #1 success coach, and he's such an inspiration for the world, right? And to tell everyone, I posted I had put the poster of Gia coming on LinkedIn, and it was liked by none other than the one man who inspires Jia, and that's Jack Canfield. He liked that post. And Jia, when you came to know about it, how was the feeling?
Oh my god. I was literally jumping all around the house. Yay!
Wow. Absolutely, absolutely thrilling, thrilling. So, if there is one message, okay, so maybe he also watches this video once I put it on LinkedIn. So, what is that one message you want to give out to him, to Jack Canfield?
Keep writing.
Oh,
Great books, extremely great books. The first book that I read was that the Chicken Soup for the Soul, the kids one. I read that, and it was so great. It was so great. I read it thoroughly 5 to 6 times,
okay.
and then I found this book, how to get the 25 principles of success book, and I really liked that also. Then I started reading. It was great.
And if I ask what's been your one learning from any of his books, one thing
Okay,
that you
that
probably use?
yes, one learning. Um, the visualization concept. There was one chapter in that 25 principles of success book. There was one principle. It was like, see what you want, get what you see. Yeah,
Wow, yeah.
that one. I liked it a lot.
See what you want and get what you see. Beautiful,
I
beautiful.
love that.
Yeah, for all the parents listening here and watching us today, visualization is a great tool that you can apply for yourself and for your children. I had a teenager whom I was coaching, Jia, and she was 15, and so I made her visualize her life after 15 years from now. And Jia, she said what she saw her in the visualization was that she's standing in front of 1,000 plus people and she's speaking. So she saw herself as a speaker.
Oh
And
wow. Okay.
and just like you are creative, so is she. And she actually painted it. And she has that painting with her, which is on her wardrobe, and she sees it every day because that's her dream.
Wow. She did it.
Yeah. So it is about see what you want. Sorry. Yeah, and get what you. Yeah. It's beautifully said. Beautifully said. I think you put it perfectly.
Yeah.
Amazing. Now, Gia, I've been hearing. So last time when we spoke, you spoke about that little detective story that you have,
Ooh,
and
that.
that is, yeah, and it stayed with me. So I want you to tell everyone what that little detective story is about.
So okay, I'll tell. I have kind of a reputation as a detective in my society.
Okay.
Yeah. So once, actually, this is a tale of a few years before, 2 or 3
Okay.
years. It was my one friend Sia. She was skating, and suddenly she almost fell. Luckily, she managed to stabilize herself, and then she saw that one of her bolts in her skate was missing.
Okay.
Now, now that bolt was so important. Otherwise, the skate would fall apart, the whole thing, and she might fall. So everybody is searching for it, and then Sia comes to me and says, "Can you please find the bolt for me?" And then I retraced her steps in the whole society, and then I found the bolt in the shadow of a car's tire.
Wow. How beautifully you've put that. I saw the world in the shadow of a car tire.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was there, tiny
Yeah.
little bolt.
Tiny little boy. So you not only saved, uh, of course, you saved their money of not buying a new one, but more than that, you saved a life. What? Imagine if they were doing it with that. If the skating was happening with that board, what could have happened?
Yeah, she might have fallen because there have been a lot of fractures in the society. People skate and then they fall and then they get a fracture.
Oh man.
That's why my parents haven't given me any skates yet.
Yeah, because they want you to be safe.
Mm-hmm. Though I tell them that small kids have those professional skates, the 3 wheels one. Can I have at least the 4 wheels,
Ah,
those
okay.
inline ones? I have balanced and I know how to skate also. With my other
Okay.
friends skate, I tried and still.
What's the most exciting thing you find about skating?
It's like you have wheels on your feet. You can glide. It's just exciting. It's great.
Ah, okay. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, Gia, we're going to have something that's called a rapid fire round. So we're
Okay,
going
the
to go
rapid
because
fire round has arrived.
yeah, I think you've done it in one of your previous interviews with someone else
Yes,
also, right?
the 1 minute CM one. That was
Ah, okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. So you know how it goes.
yes,
Beautiful.
yes, I know.
So some quick questions and some quick answers I want from you. Okay?
Okay,
So
okay.
okay, so all set. We start in three, two, one. Your favorite color, Gia?
White.
One thing that irritates you the most?
When people spell my name wrong.
Oh, is it? What do they spell it as?
GIA,
Okay, so for everyone listening and watching, it's JIYA.
I
Yeah.
have written it over here in the corner. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Spell my name wrong.
Great. Your favorite book? Your
Endless.
favorite book?
My favorite book, Harry Potter.
Oh, the entire series?
Yes, yes, yes.
Beautiful. One business communication tip.
Ooh, one business communication tip. Uh, when you are communicating with any client, be sure not to be too rude. You know how? Because some people like, uh, did you really do that? Or asking very disapproving questions. I post some videos on different type of questions
Yeah.
lately. Please watch that and do not make that mistake. Many people make that mistake and then their business doesn't exceed.
Wow. Okay. So I'll definitely share your page link with everyone so that they can watch your videos. One amazing quality about your mom.
Mm, it's very motivational.
Oh, mom is very motivating.
She motivates me all the time. All.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
When you will speak to her, you can ask her that, and she will admit it herself.
Okay. Great. The first thing you will do once this whole COVID and Corona thing is over.
Ooh, this is good. The first thing I will do, I will go out without the mask. I will play and I will run. I will go and swim in some swimming pool, even if I have to walk there. I will go in the swimming pool.
Okay.
There isn't one in my society, but I'll go somewhere. But I need to swim. Ugh.
Yeah, I know. Running and swimming are two things that you really enjoy. Okay, the last one in the rapid fire comes here. It's the one awesome quality about your dad.
My dad is like the home genius.
Genius.
Yes,
Wow.
the home genius. So he's always finding new solutions for stuff. He like if a suitcase is old, he will take out that back part and he will put something on it and make a trolley. And he will do something or the other with and he put a wallpaper on all the wardrobes.
Wow.
And
He puts wallpapers on the wardrobes. Okay.
yeah, because and then it looks full renovated, a new wardrobe completely. It looks
Ah.
so nice.
Oh, amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, Gia, so that's so amazing. And can you tell us one amazing quality about you?
Me. I can speak fearlessly with in front of people.
Yeah, wow. So I feel that in the success story you shared, I think the difference, that's my view, of course, it's about you take it or not. I think that how it's about your fearlessness. It's what made the difference
Yeah, actually,
in
that
that
was
ways.
also one of them.
If you just think about it, I'm just reflecting upon that. Great. So thank you, Jia. And now I want your parents to join in because it's always great to hear from the parents. So
Come here.
everyone, let us welcome Jia's parents, and they are Sapna and Mohit.
Here you go.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, Sapna. Hi, Mohit.
Hello, Rajat. How are
Hello,
you?
Rajat.
I'm doing great. It's so awesome to see you all three together, and it's so wonderful.
Yay.
So share with us, how did all this start? How Jia got motivated to create her videos?
Nothing was planned. It just happened by chance. So I think the credit goes to lockdown. So we
Oh,
had all the free time in our hand, and she came up with all the learning that she gathered from some books. And so just it just clicked me that how about making her videos and posting on social media, because social media sure is a powerful platform, isn't it?
oh, it is. It's a big
Yes.
platform.
Yeah. So
So,
at home, she could reach just me, but while going on social media, she could reach to so many hundreds and thousands of people and share her knowledge. And so that is the thing which we thought of doing, and it came out good.
And the most
uh,
important point I think is she herself enjoyed it a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. So the best thing that
yes.
happened is we got our happy Jia back.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah, she always used to be like that in her childhood days when she was very small. But for the past couple of years, I could see that she was a little withdrawn, you know. But again, when she started all this, she was actually enjoying it and she was very happy.
Yeah.
wow.
And one more thing, that is the most probable reason that why we are here today,
Oh, yes.
because of posting it on social media. So
Okay.
so many good things happened because of that.
Hmm.
Yeah, and kudos to you as parents, because I think if we can see the lockdown as an opportunity, and it's the gift of time that we have, and
Yes,
if that can be used so wonderfully, and especially for children, I think that's amazing. It's
right.
amazing. So
Blessing
great.
actually. Lockdown did come as a blessing for many of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Mohit
think
wants to share
everyone.
something.
Yeah. So I think maybe everyone got a chance actually to re-look at the old schedule and all. Just take a break, and it was not a kind of a 2 days or 5 days break. It was a long break from all your routine stuff. At least for the kids and
School.
housewives from the school, exactly from the school. So maybe I think they got a chance and they focused on what they like it most, what they enjoy it most, and that's how it works. Actually, I think it worked that way.
Beautiful. Who's the one who reads the books, the business books, the management books? Is it both of you, or is it only Jia?
No,
I
actually,
think
I think it was his books, his entry book, and it was just lying there.
Oh,
And
so.
Me.
This
yeah,
is a
he's
kind
the
of
one.
so this is a kind of old stuff now we have at home. Now I think it's a reusable stuff now.
Yeah.
I love books.
yeah, and you're making such awesome use of it.
Book.
Great. So, according to both of you, what's the most amazing thing about Jia?
Oh my.
Well, there are so many amazing things.
Yeah, I think the most amazing is actually she's focused herself. She knows what to do, and she no one can distract her from that. If she has decided she want to do that, then until unless she gets that, she will not stop before that. So if she wants to read anything, she wants to get something, she'll be able to persuade her, us, both of us, that okay, let's do that thing. So that was I think the wonderful part, and she loves it. Whatever she does, it once she loves it, she don't stop it. That's the best part, I guess.
Yeah, and one
Wow.
more thing I want to add, that she is very understanding child. I
Yeah.
mean, for her age, she's very small, but she has never threw any tantrum or anything for anything. I mean,
Hmm.
even when she was like 4 or 5 years old, when we expect children to be like that, but at that time also she was so understanding that she never threw any tantrum for anything.
Yeah,
So
we
we are really blessed.
correct. Actually, we don't remember not a single instance in whole her childhood where she has. I mean, she cried or she fought for something that I really want this and that kind of
She
stuff or
understands
something.
the
She
problem if
understands.
there is any. So
Yeah. So if there is one message, so I'm coming up with my book that's called Unjudge Your Teenager. Uh, because sometimes unintentionally, as parents, they tend to judge their child, teenager or preteen, and not completely understand them or step into the shoes. So, would you like to share something with parents who unintentionally judge their teenager? Is there something you want to Okay. So I was sharing that I'm coming up with my book that's called Unjudge Your Teenager, which is about, sometimes parents unintentionally, it's not the intention, but sometimes they tend to judge their teenager for certain things, that she's like this or he's like that. What would you like to say to parents? Any message you want to send out to them? Anything that you would like to share with them?
See, judgment won't bring anything. I mean, it's not going to bring any result. So talking to them is the better idea if you have any problem as such. So that can actually bring the positive results, what I believe.
Yeah.
And
So
I think if you are writing the book, you can probably give a better idea of it.
Yeah, sure. So I think I always say it's about conversation and rapport. The more conversations you have, the more communication you have, the more you can encourage your child for things. So I think that's what helps them. And of course, there's a whole lot of things in the book. So we'll definitely. And Gia, I'm going to send you a copy for your parents too and for you too.
You will read that. She'll be a teenager soon.
And who will read that
Of
book,
course,
please?
I never miss any interesting article that I come across.
Yes. And one thing more about my mom. She loves to read articles.
Yes. That's my favorite parenting.
Articles.
Oh, wonderful.
And health also.
Yes.
Health also.
When
Okay.
she finds a health article, she starts reading it.
Beautiful, beautiful. So in the house, how are decisions taken in the house? Is Gia part of certain decisions, and how do you have that communication with her? How does it happen?
So I think from the decision point of view, maybe it started obviously as a traditional, like when she was a small kid. So we used to take some kind of decisions, but now over a period of time, when she already started showing that kind of maturity levels, and when we have come across, then probably when she started discussing, so we have also gone along with her, and now the way it happens is for every decision or every point we actually discuss. I mean, definitely it's not the time now to make out the decision. Now it's the time to actually share the pros and cons for everything. Maybe we discuss it, then Sapna will discuss, and then Jia will come up. Definitely she'll have different perspective, but
Exactly.
yeah, she'll come up with something
I
which is
will-
unique.
Very unique.
Unique.
Kids have such a beautiful perspective that even we adults can't go to that level to
Yes,
think about. So it's
I think
want
children.
to say something.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I always in any decision that they make about me, also about anything, I always make sure that I have a say in it.
Oh, wow.
boss of our house.
What's up? Yeah.
I'm allowed to have skates. How can I be the boss of a house?
You will get it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about how you make your decisions. I mean, you take everyone's views and then you come to a consensus and then you take a decision. And as a family, if every family can do that, there is nothing like it. And I think Gia did that, and Gia knows how to take out the pros and cons, and she has to take her decisions. She knows how to weigh and prioritize what is important, what is not important. Beautiful, beautiful. If you had to prioritize, I'm going to give you three things, and I'll ask if you had to prioritize them for Chia, for example: academics, career or future, and life skills. What would the numbers you would give to them? What would be on the top priority? What would come below that?
I've always given priority to skills, to life skills. It's my number one goal to upgrade her skills, because that builds the foundation for anything, for academics, you say, or career, anything. So from when she was very little, from that time onwards, we have worked on her skills. So I'll just give you an instance that we worked on her reading and comprehension skills. So that actually have helped her in her academics now. So whatever subject that comes her way, she just reads it and then she can understand. So we don't have to struggle with her at any point of time when it comes to academics. So skills definitely go a long way. I do believe that. So life skills goes
Number one.
topmost, yes, number one, and then everything follows smoothly. So you don't have to think about it, right? Academics and career, everything comes along. So
I so agree with that to everyone who's watching and listening. Academics and career are only on the surface. So, whenever someone comes to me and says that my child is not doing well academically, there are more reasons for it. It may be that the child is having some friendship issues. There's some rumors running in the school about him. He's not comfortable with something, or she cannot express herself so well. And because of that, it's not showing in the grades, if grades really matter to her rather than everybody else. And once she's clear, just like Sapna, Jia, and Mohit shared, that how they take their decisions. It's about pros and cons. So when you can learn to take the decision-making skill, you can take decisions even about your career, even about selecting your subjects, even about whether this friend is a real friend or a fake friend. So there are all the decisions you can take on your own once you have the skills. That's such a beautiful sharing. Thank you so much, all of you. How do you help her balance between her interests that she really likes and her school or academics, for that matter?
for that matter, we have to struggle.
Okay.
All thanks to her love for reading, because she only wants to do that part, reading all the time. But as parents, it's our duty to keep a balance of everything. So we do come up with some schedules and something every couple of days, because it's been followed for some days and then we stop following it, and then again we sit down and make a new schedule. So that's how.
But I think she keeps that rule of 80-20 also here. So she
Wow.
dedicates her 80% time of her chosen things, and we also now aligned that if that time she's taking and she's enhancing her life skills, I think that's the one. That's what we want also. So that's the important part, and that I think 20% is enough. We don't want her to again stress out and to give more weightage to some other things which may not be that much of importance as of now, she thinks, and that's how it is working well for her. So the way, as Sapna said, she is already actually really good at it in all academics and all, because of the other skills what she has already acquired. So I think it's good that she has already prioritized her stuff. But definitely, at the end, it's the parents actually who we need to decide and how she's aligned or not. And over a period of time, definitely when she goes to the next classes and all, then we need to see how we can balance that much more. It has to be decided at each stage of life.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And yeah, there are some things that the parents have to decide. And as she grows a little older, she's someone who can also set up her own schedules, and she can make her own routines. As parents, you're fairly encouraging, and she can do that on her own. Great. Now, Mohit, this one's for you.
Ooh, good question. You have to answer.
How is your role as a father in Jia's decisions, and how much time do you really spend with her?
Okay, so first question related to decisions, I think definitely I have learned that it's a best interest of for her as well as for her that we should discuss those things. We should not pressurize her or to bother her with my own only decisions. We internally discuss as a family, as a parents first to make out any decisions. But for anything, actually, we discuss openly with the kid. So whatever we think that sometimes the kids don't understand, some as per their age, that something is good or not good, uh, good for them to either watch, to make a decision, to either acquire that skill or something like that. So definitely we need to come ahead and tell them what are the good for them and what are not good for them. So that's the way it is happening. Till now, I think at most of the places which are beneficial for her, she actually make out her own decisions. We align with her.
So
But
we are on the same page mostly.
yes, so that's the important
Beautiful.
part. We both are on the same page with her. And the second part about the kind of time spent, I think I can definitely say again, not that much as compared to Sapna, but
Jia told me that.
wherever the quality time she's spending with me, she really enjoys that. After definitely of the office schedule and all, whatever the time we spend together, that we really enjoy actually.
So Jia, you want him to spend more time with you?
It would be great.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so let's take this opportunity that Mohit reflects upon this and probably tries to spend more time with Jia. And she loves you. She calls you a multitasker, someone who can do so many things, and how you take care of her. As I was talking to her last time, she was only talking about that. So that's so wonderful. And you're right. Children have all the wisdom within them because their layers have still not been built up to the extent it's for us. Because for us, there have been so many belief systems that we've been established, so many impressions formed. And so we sometimes tend to operate from that. That's when I say that unintentionally, we tend to do certain things which we don't realize. Sometimes the way we were parented, that comes into our parenting style. And then we suddenly realize, oh, this is what my mom used to do, and I'm doing exactly the same thing with my child. So for children, it's about those belief systems have still not been formed. So the kind of wisdom they have, that's why we call about the purity of a child, because the kind of wisdom that they have, there is so much we can learn from it.
That's
Exactly.
correct.
That's true.
So thank you so much for being here. You have been such an inspiration as a family. So it's about
So much for
it's
having
about
us.
it's about goal getters, and it's about a goal getter family I have. And for everyone watching and listening, I hope this video adds a lot of value in your life, and we see more happier families where children can express more freely and where parents can listen without judgment. Because when that is not done, we see a lot of severe things happening in this world. So on that note, here's Rajat Soni, here's Sapna, Jia, and Mohit signing off. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We'll
Thank
be
you
waiting
all.
for your book.
Yes,
Yes.
we will.
Yes, for sure. Thank you. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Jia.